Day 4. I Can Write by Fiona Lovett-Davis, photographs by Dean Zillwood. I can write. I can write on the window. I can write on the path. I can write on the fridge. I can write in the dark. I can write in the sand. I can write in the air. I can write on the whiteboard. I can write anywhere. Okay, so this book is very much about repetitive language, where we are using the same sentence structure to learn how to read properly. Obviously in TUI we don't use this way to learn how to read. We learn phonetically. We learn using the science of reading. In saying that, there are a couple of science of reading rules that we already do. Obviously this here is a heart word. Can you remember what it is? The. T-H-E, the. Remembering that we can't sound it out. It doesn't work properly. We don't know the rules. Eventually we will learn there are some special rules that can help us sound it out, but at the moment it's one of our heart words. Can, we can use our phoneme fingers to work out can. K-A-N, can. On is another one that we can do. On, on. I is another heart word. So we've got 1, 2 heart words, 2 words that we can sound out with our phoneme fingers. So really that leaves 2 words that we don't know. Right. And in this one, we can't sound it out because we don't know all the rules. So again, that's our favourite, one of Mrs. Galloway's favourite words, the power of yet. We don't know that yet, but we will know it. Okay, remember with all these Jolly Phonics poems that Mrs. Galloway has already previously recorded them, so they are on our Seesaw page if you want to listen to the musical component. Mrs. Galloway is not going to sing. It's not my idea of something that I like to do without music. So it's ants. When all of the ants are on the ground, I do not make a single sound. But when the ants crawl on my arm, I say, till they all crawl away. And thinking about our action, remember we have our arm out, and we have some fingers, and we have some ants on our arm. Alright, so obviously if you've been listening to the poem, you would have realised that our sound today is eh. Now the interesting thing about our card from our sound pack with the eh is that this is not how we write it. This is not how we form it. So when we go onto the board, we're really looking at correct formation. The reason that the card looks like this and not how we form it is because this is how it appears in a lot of text, in a lot of books, in a lot of poems. That's what it looks like. So it's really important to know where it comes from. So you may have noticed that we have 2 friends here. We have an angel. Now, does angel start with eh? Do we say angel? Angel. No, we say angel, don't we? And here's another one, and this is an Australian. Do we say Australian? No, it's Australian. So the tricky thing is that actually has quite a few variations. So even though you might be able to find something around your home that starts with as in A, you might not actually be able to find things that start with the sound, like apple. So have a look, see what you can find. Did you get the same problem that I did? Okay, so our sound is One of the things I want you to really be aware of when you are forming is think about doing it quite large to begin off with. So get your hand out and you're writing in the ear. In the same way that Mrs. Galloway is using this board, I'm using really big arm movements. We want to get that handwriting into our muscle memory, and the best way to do that is getting a movement in our shoulder. So when we write little and it's only our wrist moving, it doesn't have the same level of retention in our long-term memory. So it's really important that when you do this the first couple of times, do it really, really big. See what is the biggest that you can do. And this goes the same for every letter, not just A. So we start at the top and we go like a C, but it's around, straight up, straight down. A. Around, up, down, A. Around, up, down, A. Your turn. And what's the sound? So around, up, down, A.